Speaking of other YouTubers, you're still doing like masterminds.
Of course. You always
meaning
like
a group of creators that you get together with and go on trips with and like
100%.
And learn
that's how
from
you
them.
stay on top. I got to always be learning from everyone.
That's cool. To me, it's really cool that you're like so committed to that.
Well, of course.
Like it's just like
It'd be crazy
I guess it's
not
just
to.
for me. I think of it as like that was like a part of your origin story.
Yeah.
You know, like when I think about the MrBeast origin story, like so much of it has to do with like finding a group of creators.
Yeah.
But I just love that it's still a part of your
now
narrative.
it's different. It's more just like, you know, who are the 5 people that are innovating the most, doing the most creative stuff? Who are the 5 people that are pushing the boundaries? And then, just talk to me once a month or once every other week. And
who do you feel like some of those people are who are pushing the boundaries?
I'm struggling to find them right
now.
I really am.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say names because like I'm grasping at straws with some of them, but I'm just like, what did you learn? And then they tell me, and I just tell them, here's everything I learned. I watched your video. Here's why I think it's bad and how it could be better. Let me know how else I could add value. And I try to do that as much as possible.
I'm not sure that the next chapter of YouTube is like channel specific more than over the short term. It's going to be video specific. Like we're going to see videos that really pop.
I mean, that's where we are now, but that's because like a lot of people when they have a video pop, they just don't know why. Like they don't. Like I know why my videos do well because, like I said before, I spent 10 years of my life just hyper obsessing over all this. Like the amount of YouTube videos I watch in my life is just ridiculous. I mean, and the amount of videos I've broken down frame by frame is in the thousands over my life. And the amount of hours I've spent studying stuff is like something that's interesting is like, you know how they say it takes 10,000 hours to master something, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone says that. And everyone's like proud when they're like, I put 10,000 hours into this thing. Like, I'm going to put 10,000 days into this. Like literally, I'm going to, like 10,000 days is like 30 years and I'm almost 15 years in. Like I'm literally on a quest to not put in 10,000 hours, but actual 10,000 days into my craft. So it's like that level. I'm like literally halfway there, which I've never heard someone say that before. And it kind of hit me in the head earlier when I was like, fuck. Like, because I was like 10,000 hours just isn't that much, you know, in terms of like what I devote to this. Like and so like throughout all that just sheer stupid amount of time I've dumped into this, I've just learned what does well. But for other people, they don't. And they upload 20 videos, one does well, and they don't know why the other 19 didn't do well. And it's just, you know.
And we spend years not paying attention to videos that did well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think we tried to learn from mistakes, but we should have been learning from success. Because you look at like our videos that do well on our channel, go back 3 years, the next video we make bombs.
Yeah.
Because it has nothing to do.
I know every time you guys came down.
I mean, you would tell us.
I would tell you why.
It is true. Sometimes that is harder. Like, you know, to
it's
learn
harder
from,
to pay attention to
you
success.
would think that if something does well, you'd repeat it.
Yeah. The thing is, it's all knowledge. It really is. And like every time I say this, people debate it to the end of time on Twitter, but I don't care. Like I could start a new channel tomorrow with not using my face or my voice, like without ever promoting it. And in 6 months have 20 million subscribers. I just could.
There's sometimes where I have theories that you are doing that and it's going to happen and you're not going to tell
I
anyone.
live through people vicariously all the time and help people just get a couple million subscribers here and there. It's purely knowledge. Like if you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million views a video and you could get 10 million subscribers no matter where you are right now within 6 months. It really is just knowledge. And I can already tell you 90% of the people watching, they don't agree with that. They don't. And everyone has excuses and they're always like, nah, YouTube just doesn't work like that, Jimmy. You don't understand. But I mentor a lot of people. I see it even to this day. I still see it all the time. It is possible. It is simply knowledge. And the second you accept that it is knowledge and you start your, for me, 10,000 day journey of learning, for you, whatever it is, if you want to be less hardcore, and like actually figuring out, you know, what makes a good video, what does my audience want, how can I elevate, and then you take that knowledge and you just assume that I will never understand what the perfect video is, and every single day I just need to be devoted to learning as much as possible and improving as much as possible, and I got to improve every video as much as I can. Then there you go. You know,
you feel like people still underestimate YouTube as a whole.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Has it got, I feel like it has gotten better, but I am surprised sometimes when I see like traditional media
when people look at the
it.
views on my video, they still don't like, you know, they're like, oh, well, yeah, he, you know, might get 150 million views on a video, but like this show gets 2 million viewers or whatever, you know, or it's like, it's not the same. Like those 2 million viewers are like different.